I'm Chris Johnson. I'm one of the co-founders of Epicenter AV. We do audiovisual control, and we also provide cloud-based applications over top of those AV networks once we have control of them. So it's pretty exciting stuff. We were entrants in the 2012 PitchDay competition. We won the hearts and minds of the fans. We won the Fan Choice Award, which is exciting because at the end of the day, you're there for validation. And hey, the peoples whose problems we're trying to solve, which is everyday consumers and people who attend places with lots of AV, like sports bars and that, voted for us. So we were pretty excited about that. The biggest prize really was the validation that, hey, this is something that's worth putting your time into. People think it's a great idea, but the actual prize was a cash prize of $1,000, which is obviously a big help when you're a startup. We got our message out there. We had a lot of feedback after the event. It's kind of nice because you get up and you pitch, and then once that's done, you get to talk to the judges, you get to talk to people in the audience and your peers, and people give you insight. How can you brush up your pitch? And then also they just start asking about the questions. You have a couple leads come out of the event, and it's great. So yeah, it's good on all fronts. For Epicenter, we found value being part of PitchDay on a couple fronts. One, we've been doing investor pitches and pitching to clients, but this was a different type of thing. It was refine your pitch down to 90 seconds for a broad audience. How do you explain what you're doing, not technically, not just from the value it adds because they're not a client. It was a good chance for us to kind of refine our pitch for a more broad market, so that was nice. We actually found another startup that we saw pitch that aligned really well with what we were doing. So for us, it's a chance to walk over and say, hey, you saw our pitch, we saw your pitch. Like, we should probably know each other, and we should probably talk about ways we can integrate. So we're actually doing that right now with that company. So it came out of PitchDay. You just never know where you're going to find those opportunities. If you're thinking about entering PitchDay, rule number one of PitchDay, in my opinion, is just take her easy. Yeah, there's judges and it's a competition, but you know what? There's that consolation prize of finding some fan support, which is what happened with us, right? So, you get validation in more ways than one. I mean, all it takes is one person to come up to you at the end of your pitch and go, hey, that's great, or hey, did you think of this? Even if you get that one little nugget, it makes the whole thing worthwhile. Innovate Manitoba, I'm very familiar with. I work with Ramp Up Manitoba. Epicenter's a startup that's part of the Ramp Up Manitoba community and part of the larger Innovate Manitoba community. So we love, and I personally love Innovate Manitoba for events just like PitchDay and Venture Challenge, because it's a chance for me to see what else is happening out there and for us to share our story. It's just nice to know that, hey, there's 30 other companies fighting the same battles, having the same struggles, at the same point. And that's great for us, right? It's other people that we can lean on and learn from, because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to make Manitoba a more innovative place. So yeah, we're big fans.